It's a refrain we've heard a lot over the last couple of days. This doesn't happen here in Boise, Idaho. In Idaho in general, a gunman opening fire inside of a local mall on a quiet Monday afternoon, killing 2 people, injuring 4 others, including a Boise police officer. Over the last 24 hours, we've seen it all over social media. This doesn't happen here, and it hasn't until it does. According to one USA Today report, before yesterday, there were only 2 states without a single mass shooting incident since 2006, Hawaii and Idaho. But yesterday afternoon, that list shrank to 1. At 1:50 in the afternoon, Boise police say they started to get their first 911 calls, claiming at least 1 person was down at the Boise Town Square Mall. They say 27-year-old Jacob Bergquist started shooting just outside of the Macy's department store. 26-year-old Joe Acker, a security guard, went to confront the shooter and was shot and killed. According to police, the shooter then went inside Macy's, and the shooting continued, shattering the glass of an escalator and hitting another victim, 49-year-old Roberto Padilla, on the 2nd floor. Padilla would die from his injuries. The shooter then ran through the store, continued, firing multiple rounds into the floor, according to police. 2 of those rounds hit a 52-year-old woman and a 23-year-old woman. Officers were on the scene within 3 minutes of those first calls, but for Acker and Padilla, it was too late. Another man was injured in a fall as he tried to get out of the building. Police say the shooter then ran outside, even shooting at a Boise police officer who was in his car. The bullet hit the officer's hat, we're told, and broke the car window. The chase continued behind the Dave & Buster's nearby, where he was met by officers at 1:54, 4 minutes after those first calls came in. There was an exchange of gunfire there between the shooter and at least 1 Boise police officer. That's when a stray bullet hit a 68-year-old woman driving her car on Milwaukee. The shooter, we're told, was injured and was taken into custody before being taken to the hospital. Police tell us today he had multiple firearms and ammunition on him at the time he was arrested, and they found a total of 18 shell casings they recovered inside the mall. The 4 other victims are all expected to survive. This morning, officers executed a search warrant at a mobile home on Fry Street. That was this morning in Boise in relation to this investigation. No word on if they recovered any additional weapons there, but police say they did take some items with them. It was also this morning we learned the shooter died from his injuries. Boise police say there is now a multi-state effort underway to learn more about him. But it seems there was at least some already known about him, according to Chief Lee, who said this about an hour ago.
We had had contact with him in the past. We did not have any reason to arrest him. He was a known subject. He is the subject of other police reports. He was a subject that was known to the mall. He had frequented it before. Mall security had contacted him on past occasions.
Chief Lee categorized the contact as calls of disorderly conduct sorts, trespass calls in nature, and for what he referred to as disruptive behavior, quote unquote. Disruptive enough to raise concern that this where it might be ended up, or maybe there was a threat of some kind made beforehand. Maybe there are other people involved. Chief Lee addressed that as well.
We have heard similar rumors. Part of what we're doing is to capture all of their electronic footprint, social media information, and when I say, let me rephrase that, all of his electronic footprint and his social media. We've issued preservation orders through our colleagues, our federal partners, to ensure that that information remains, that it's intact for us to analyze. We're going through and looking to see whether or not that is fact or rumor at this time.
As of now, though, the rumors of other people involved right now remain that way. Not true, according to Boise's chief of police. The Meridian Police Department has taken over the investigation into the officer-involved shooting aspect of yesterday's events.